Good morning, everybody. Hey guys, it's Kathy Nordyke. I am the owner of Drop the Leash Pet Sitting, and on Wednesdays, I get on to share my Wednesday wisdom with you. This is round number 2 of me trying to do this live, so forgive me if I have any mishaps along the way. Live is always a little bit more scary, but I like it. I like being challenged. So today I want to share with you part 2 of what we started to talk about last week, and that is lost and found pets. And last week we talked about what to do if you find a pet, because I had an experience where I found what I think was a stray dog. This week I want to talk to you about what we're going to do, what we should do when we lose a pet. For those of you watching, I don't know if you've ever had that experience. It is so scary. A few years ago, when Reese and I lived in another spot, we lost our cat, and he was gone for 3 weeks, you guys. But some of the things that I'm going to talk about today, we used to get him back, and it worked. I mean, he's back. He lives with us today, and he's perfectly fine. But it can be really scary and sad when you lose a pet. So let me tell you about the suggestions that I have found that work for helping to reunite you with your lost pet. First and foremost, the first thing you want to do is get on the phone and call every animal shelter in a 60-mile radius from your home. I know 60 miles sounds like a big, wide area, but you'd be surprised how far pets can travel, or if somebody picked them up, in a car or something along the road and decided to take them to a local shelter. They could be quite far away. So call all the shelters, let them know that you are missing your pet, and they will file a report in their shelter for your pet. But in addition to calling, you're going to also want to visit your local shelters, because they are not willing to tell you over the phone whether or not they have a pet in their shelter that matches the description of your pet. They want you to come look. So count on in the next few days, or in those first few days that you're missing your pet, you will have to spend some time visiting local shelters. Obvious tips, things that you have probably heard of and thought of before: post flyers everywhere that you can in your neighborhood, especially in intersections where cars sit in traffic and have time to look. Also post on Facebook. If you have a neighborhood Facebook page, that's a great place to post information about your missing pet, and ask people to share. You don't have to be the only one that's spreading the word. Ask them to share your post, and people will do that. People are very willing to help. If your pet has a microchip, please contact the microchip service company. Let them know that they may be getting some calls about your pet, and that you are in fact missing your pet. Some really cool things that I have tried before, another one I hadn't thought of, so I want to share those with you. The way that we got Yogurt, our kitty, to come back is we put food and water and bedding just inside our garage door, and we left our garage door open like maybe 5 inches every night before we went to bed, because lost pets often come out at night looking for food. He eventually crawled underneath the garage door to eat the food, and we got him back that way. It was a pretty cool thing to wake up in the morning and hear him meowing in our garage. If your dog is too big to fit under the garage door and they're missing, you might think about putting a crate with some food and water on your front porch, a warm blanket. You may attract things like, I don't know, raccoons or possums. But, it's worth it, I think, to go through a couple of bowls of food to a wild animal if it ends up getting your dog or cat back. Other ideas that I had not thought of before: not only do you want to drive around your neighborhood looking for your pet, but when you're doing that, put a big sign in your back window that says lost dog or lost cat. Put your phone number on it. Put your flashers on, drive slow, and when people see that sign in your car, they are more likely to stop you or call you if they have themselves seen a stray animal running loose in your neighborhood. The last one that I thought was really unique that I hadn't thought of before is use your other pet to help locate your missing pet. So take your other dog a walk, have them help you look for your lost dog or cat. A lot of times a stray or a missing pet will be more comfortable approaching you if you have a dog or cat with you, because they realize or recognize their first sibling. So those are great ideas. I hope that helps. I do want to give you one last suggestion. If you have a missing pet, check out a completely volunteer run website called petfbi.org. It's actually a company that was started right here in Columbus, Ohio. Like I said, it is run completely by volunteers. They do take donations, and they do an amazing job of helping you relocate and reunite with your missing pet. Hope those suggestions were helpful. I hope everybody watching never needs to use them, but do keep this video in your back pocket in the event that your pet goes missing sometime in the near future. And if you'd like to hear more or find out more about me or my pet sitting, please follow me on Instagram at DropTheLeashPetSitting, or check out my website at droptheleashpetsitting.com. That's it for this week, but I'll be back next Wednesday. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.